Alright, I'm back with chapter 3. It talks about Israel crosses the Jordan. It says this: Then Joshua rose early in the morning, and they set out from Shittim, and they came to the Jordan, and he and all the people of Israel, and lodged there before they passed over. At the end of 3 days, the officers went to the camp and commanded the people, as soon as you see the Ark of the Covenant of the Lord your God, is of course Christ, being carried by the Levitical priests, then you shall set out from your place and follow it. Yet there shall be a distance between you and it about 2,000 cubits in length. Do not come near it, in order that ye may know the way you shall go, for you have not passed this way before. Then Joshua said to the people, Consecrate yourselves, for tomorrow the Lord will do wonders among you. And Joshua said to the priests, Take up the Ark of the Covenant and pass on before the people. So they took up the Ark of the Covenant and went before the people. The Lord said to Joshua, Today I will begin to exalt you in the sight of all Israel, that they may know that as I was with Moses, so I will be with you. And as for you, command the priests who bear the Ark of the Covenant, when you come to the brink of the waters of the Jordan, you shall stand still in the Jordan. And Joshua said to the people of Israel, Come here and listen to the words of the Lord your God. And Joshua said, Here is how you shall know the living God is among you, that he will without fail drive out from before you the Canaanites, the Hittites, the Hivites, the Perizzites, the Gershites, the Amorites, and the Jebusites. Behold, the Ark of the Covenant of the Lord of all the earth is passing over before you into the Jordan. Now therefore take 12 men from the tribes of Israel, from each tribe a man, and when the soles of the feet of the priests bearing the Ark of the Covenant, the Lord of all the earth, shall rest in the waters of the Jordan, the waters of the Jordan shall be cut off and flowing, and the waters coming down from above shall stand in one heap. So when the people set out from their tents to pass over the Jordan, with the priests bearing the Ark of the Covenant before the people, and as soon as those bearing the Ark had come as far as the Jordan, and the feet of the priests bearing the Ark were dipped in the brink of the water, now the Jordan overflows all its banks throughout the time of harvest. The waters coming down from above stood and rose up in a heap very far away at Adam, the sea that is beside Zerethon, and those flowing down towards the sea of Arabah, the salt sea, of the Dead Sea, pretty much, were completely cut off. The people passed over opposite of Jericho. And the priests bearing the Ark of the Covenant of the Lord stood firmly on dry ground in the midst of the Jordan, and all Israel was passing over on dry ground till all the nation finished passing over the Jordan. So in a way, this is kind of like, when you think about it, it's kind of like whenever Moses crossed over over the sea, whenever he led Israel through the Dead Sea, or the Red Sea, I believe. Yeah, but anyway, whenever he crossed through the sea, remember how the water had departed? They kind of went like that. They walked right through the sea. This is actually the second time that it happens. Basically, Israel comes to the Jordan River. The priests walk into the river. The water departs over it, and then Israel walks right through the Jordan, all into Israel to take over the land. This is actually the second time that happens. Pretty cool stuff. Now, they have a map here. It says Israel enters Canaan from 1406 to 1220 BC. After crossing the Jordan River, entering Canaan, the Israelites set up camp at Gilgal. From there, they continued to move westward, first destroying the imposing city of Jericho, and then defeating the smaller town of Ai. Later, the Gibeonites, also called Hivites, deceived the Israelites into signing a peace treaty with them. So they got a map here. It has the city captured by the Israelites, and then the city involved in the Gibeonite deception. Of course, you have the Jordan River that flows into the Dead Sea. You got the cities of Adam, Shittim, Gilgal, Jerusalem, Bethel, Bethaven, Jericho, Ai, all these other cities surrounding it. The cities that were captured by the Israelites, that started in Shittim, crossed over the Jordan to Gilgal, and then they took over Jericho. They went all the way to Bethaven, where they took over Ai. Then the city involved in the Gibeonite deceptions were Cherephoth, Gibeon, Bethor, Kiriath and Jearim. Those were the cities where the Jews signed a peace treaty with these Canaanites. And here's the map right here, if you can see it. Hold it up for you. There you go. Well, alright, here you go. That's it right there. You can see them crossing over the Jordan to Israel and taking over, and starting to take over the land until the Hivites decided to sign a peace treaty with Israel. So anyway, that's chapter 3. Let's see here. Yeah, chapter 3 and chapter 4 will be next. We'll be right back here in a minute.